Hi, my friend. Welcome to your chore companion. If you're overwhelmed, avoiding your chores, or just need someone to clean alongside you, you're in the right place. For the next 15 minutes, we're going to clean our bathroom together, side by side. No pressure to finish everything, no perfect before and after, just a real little window of time where we show up and do what we can. There are so many Clean With Me videos out there, and I love the idea of them, but every time I put it on, I just end up watching them instead of cleaning. So here, we're not giving our brains anything distracting to watch. Instead, we'll just see a timer. Because this is meant to be more like cleaning with a friend, where I'm in the room with you. We're both doing our thing, together. And while we clean, I'm going to tell you some interesting and honestly pretty fun facts about how bathrooms work around the world today, okay? Because we all use bathrooms every single day. In fact, we visit the bathroom on average 2,500 times a year, and yet we never really think about them. So today, we may as well learn something fun while we clean our sink. All right, are you ready? Let's do this. Okay. When I clean the bathroom, I always like to start with something that requires almost no decision-making, something that is easy peasy. So, I'm starting with a quick trash sweep. Empty toilet paper rolls, used cotton pads, random packaging, anything that clearly does not belong here. Nothing detailed yet, just the obvious stuff. I'm literally walking around with the trash can right now because otherwise I will absolutely put something down and forget why I picked it up in the first place. Okay, so bathrooms. We tend to think of bathrooms as very normal, very standard spaces. Toilet, sink, shower, done. But that is only because we're used to our own version. Globally, bathrooms are one of the most different rooms from country to country. And I'm saying this as I'm clearing off the counter right now and realizing I somehow own 6 hair ties in here, none of which are actually where I need them, and of course I can never find any of them when I actually need one. But bathrooms, here's the first big difference. In many parts of the world, bathrooms are wet rooms. That means the entire bathroom is designed to get wet. The shower is not a separate stall. There might not even be a shower curtain. The floor has a drain, the walls are waterproof, you just shower, in the room. Places like Japan, South Korea, and parts of Europe use this setup a lot, which honestly makes cleaning kind of easier, because you can rinse everything down. I am not rinsing my entire bathroom right now, that feels like too much commitment, but conceptually I love it. Okay, I'm wiping down the counter now. And I always forget how much toothpaste manages to travel. Like, I do not remember aiming that far. Anyway, another bathroom difference. Sinks. In some countries, especially older homes in the UK, you'll see 2 separate taps. One hot, one cold. No mixing. So you either choose slightly icy or mildly dangerous. This came from old plumbing systems where hot water wasn't always safe to drink, so they kept them separate. And now it's just tradition. I imagine people standing there doing that little hand dance trying to get the temperature right. Okay, let's talk about toilets, casually, as friends. In Japan, toilets are basically spaceships. Heated seats, built-in bidets, adjustable water pressure, sound masking buttons, sometimes even little melodies. And the goal isn't luxury, it's comfort and cleanliness. Some public restrooms even have buttons that play flushing sounds, so people feel less self-conscious, which feels very considerate. Meanwhile, in many parts of Europe, particularly Germany and the Netherlands, you'll see toilets with a shelf. Yes, a shelf. It refers to a built-in ledge inside the toilet bowl, not a shelf on the wall. Known as a poop shelf or inspection tray, this design was once the standard in these regions. While past rumors sometimes jokingly claimed it was designed to help Soviet spies inspect their stool for parasites or ingested messages, it was designed to allow a user to perform a quick health inspection of their stool before flushing. The design originated in the early 20th century in Germanic and Central European regions to monitor health. Intestinal worms were a common, serious health issue at the time, and the shelf allowed for easy, immediate inspection. A fun fact about this type of toilet is that this design eliminates the dreaded splashback that can occur with American-style washout toilets. But because the deposit sits on a dry shelf rather than in water, it can lead to stronger, immediate odors, and this shelf design often requires more manual cleaning with a toilet brush to remove stains. I am currently cleaning the base of the toilet and am deeply grateful that bowl does not have a poop shelf. Bathrooms also reflect cultural ideas about privacy. In the US, bathroom stalls often have very visible gaps for reasons no one fully understands. In contrast, in many European bathrooms, there are floor-to-ceiling stalls with real doors. Full privacy, no awkward eye contact through cracks. Speaking of stalls, did you know that most people avoid the first stall in public bathrooms? They often prefer the middle or far stalls for perceived privacy. That means the first cubicle in a row of public toilets is the least used, and therefore the cleanest. So next time you use a public bathroom, choose the first one. Here's a quick public restroom FYI. Public toilets in Europe often require a fee, typically 50 cents to €1. This makes it essential to carry small coins, especially €1 coins, for access at train stations, in city centers, and at tourist sites. While some locations offer card-operated turnstiles, many still rely on coin-operated machines or attendants that collect their coins in plates placed outside the restrooms. Public restrooms cost money because it covers operational costs, like staffing, cleaning supplies, and maintenance, and it ensures that these areas remain clean and safe. That's why public restrooms in these parts of the world are really clean. Now, bathhouses. Public bathhouses are also still very normal in some cultures. In Japan, communal bathing is about relaxation, cleanliness, and routine, not weird. It's considered very normal. You wash thoroughly before entering the bath. The bath is for soaking, not scrubbing, which I love because it treats cleaning as preparation for rest, not something to rush through. Okay, I'm wiping down the counter now, and I always forget how many tiny water spots exist, or, if we're being honest with ourselves, toothpaste freckles, as I call them. Why do mirrors show everything except what we actually look like in real life? I swear my mirror has a personal vendetta. I'm just doing a quick wipe, nothing intense. Oh my goodness, we're right around halfway. Phew, I cannot believe how much we've gotten done already. This is the perfect time to settle into a little stretch of quiet work together. I'm going to keep cleaning right alongside you, and we'll let the music carry us for a few minutes. Just keep moving at your own pace, and I'll check back shortly to share one of my favorite facts about bathrooms with you. notice where you're at. We've already done more than it might feel like. Let's keep going together. Okay, here is one of my favorite bathroom facts. In ancient Rome, public toilets were communal, long stone benches with holes, no dividers. And instead of toilet paper, they used a sponge on a stick that everyone shared. It was rinsed in salt water between uses. This is taking community to a whole new level. All this makes modern bathrooms feel extremely luxurious by comparison. Every time I clean my toilet now, I think, wow, we have really come a long way. In some places, especially in parts of Asia, squat toilets are still common. They're actually very old, and some people say they're more natural for the body. Squat toilets align the body for more natural, efficient elimination by straightening the rectum, which reduces straining and allows the pelvic floor muscles to relax. Unlike conventional sitting toilets that create a 90-degree angle, squatting creates a more efficient path, reducing risks of constipation, hemorrhoids, and pelvic floor issues. Squat toilets eliminate direct skin-to-surface contact with the toilet seat, reducing the risk of germ transmission. But they also require different cleaning habits because the whole floor matters. Again, wet room energy. I've never used a squat toilet before, but apparently we can emulate it by using something called a toilet stool. Using a toilet stool, like Squatty Potty, for example, while sitting on a regular standard Western toilet allows for a similar modified squat position to improve our gut health and to prevent hemorrhoids, a big plus. Okay, I'm moving into the shower area now. Another interesting difference across the globe: water usage. In many countries, showers are much shorter by default, not because people are rushed, but because water is more expensive or regulated. Some places even have shower timers in hotels. Meanwhile, other cultures prioritize long baths as a form of rest and ritual. Neither is better, they just reflect different values. And that's kind of the theme here. Bathrooms show us what a culture values: privacy, efficiency, comfort, ritual, health. Something I find very curious is that, unlike many fixed American showerheads, German showers, for example, typically use a movable handheld showerhead on hose. This allows for versatile rinsing, very much like the little hose common in kitchen sinks. Full floor-to-ceiling shower stalls are not universal, so if a shower is installed over a bathtub, it is common to kneel or squat while using the handheld sprayer to avoid spraying water outside the tub. Have you ever noticed the different placement of light switches for bathrooms throughout the world? Light switches in Europe, for example, are often placed outside the bathroom, primarily for safety reasons, to prevent electric shocks in a high moisture environment. Strict European safety standards restrict electrical switches near water sources, making external placement or pull cords standard to avoid mixing 230-volt electricity with wet hands or steam. While this may be safer, it does have the potential to mess with our privacy, just a bit. Because what prevents others from turning off the light while we're still in the bathroom, right? On the other hand, it's a great way to cut someone's bathroom trip short. Okay, we're coming into our last few minutes together. This is our gentle final stretch. Not a hustle moment, just a small, satisfying wrap-up. Let's each choose one last high-impact task. Maybe wiping the faucet, maybe a quick floor wipe, maybe straightening towels. Just one thing. Here's something I love about bathroom resets. Bathrooms are deeply tied to our daily routines: morning, night, care, rest. So even small changes here tend to ripple out into how our whole day feels. A clean sink or a fresh towel can quietly support us without demanding anything big. And that's our 15 minutes together today. Absolutely amazing. If you want to keep going, absolutely do. But if you're ready to stop, you can stop, knowing you really showed up today. And even if we didn't get to all of it, you did amazing. I hope you're so very proud of yourself. Thank you so much for being my chore companion today, where it feels like you and I are cleaning with a friend. It sure helps me get things done more easily.